Hi, it's Isaac. We lost last time. Pull me back in. I'm going back in. I'm out of control. I didn't normally. I might sit around for a few seconds and think like, ooh, what am I gonna say at the start of this episode? Like, where am I gonna start with the monologue? I didn't do that this time. I sat down and I remembered losing yesterday, and then I kind of just got really mad. I was like, how dare I lose? I had a double digits win streak. I gotta get in. I gotta get in the mix. I gotta make something happen. Yum Heart, bite me. Oh, let's go. It's about time. I've been due a D6 roll that didn't drastically ruin the run at all. How's everybody doing today? I'm like continually drifting between feeling better and worse health-wise. I don't think I'm dying, so like don't worry about that. I know you're thinking like, damn man, you can't die right after losing your win streak. That'd be terrible. I agree. We're at least gonna try and get to triple digits like one time. Oh, what the fuck? And then once we've done that, that's like mission accomplished, I think, as far as I'm concerned anyway. And then, you know, I can just kick it whenever once that's done. It's a shame because I was talking in that episode about how like my main goal was to blow up and act like I don't know nobody, and then get like a triple digit win streak in the Isaac series. And that was the same episode where I ate shit and lost. And the frustrating thing is, like, it was my fault. Like, sometimes you're gonna be like, you know what, I just got bad luck, and you can't have good runs all the time. Sometimes you gotta get some shitty items. It was my fault. Like, I'm grown up enough to accept responsibility where it's due. I fucked around a lot that run. I messed around a lot. I like could have gotten some angel deals, but I didn't. I could have probably fought Mega Satan, but instead of fighting Mega Satan, I did like an extra 2 floors where like nothing good happened. What's going here? Oh no. Okay, we're gonna just kind of do this. Nope. Uh-oh. This is a problem. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm very trapped. I don't really know how I'm gonna get out of this one in one piece. I'm very scared. Please don't do this to me. Okay, that's one gurgling down. This fight just got like a lot easier. Ooh. I hate the gurglings, man. They stress me out. That's huge. I'm not gonna reroll something like that. Let's go back here. I remember there was a little tinted rock. Sure. Okay, a little disappointed, but not gonna cry about it. That's 2 bombs back. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Just a free bomb. Forget all of this. Nothing useful. We just gotta keep going. Sad. Kind of an underwhelming first floor. Should I have lost all of the HP that I have lost? No, probably not. This is tricky. I think I can do... No. I'm gonna have to do something like this, I think. I think I'm just gonna have to use 2 here. That's fine, I got 1 back. And there you go. That's a little bit upsetting, but we move. I don't have a key because I opened the gold chest last floor. We can only hope that we get a key this floor somewhere. Because without one, I'm gonna feel very silly. I guess it like enabled me to, I don't know, get a blue heart in the long term. But also not really. I haven't been up to much in the last 24 hours. I worked a little bit. I worked quite hard. I got very tired. I then stopped working on account of being tired. Dry baby. Yeah, I got time for dry baby. It's, you know, it's like, that's the kind of situation where I'm like, I could have gotten something better, but this is definitely not a reroll scenario. Sometimes you just gotta accept that, like, you can't get all 10s when it comes to regular Isaac. Anyway, enough talking about the game. Let's talk about something else. Yeah, I worked hard for a bit. I got very stressed out. recognized that, I'm going to talk about imposter syndrome here. If you don't know what imposter syndrome is, look it up. Oh, wait, I got, wait. Never mind. Oh, wait, maybe I could do, like, what, you don't know what, you know what, you're like, oh, what's imposter syndrome? And then I go, like, you know what imposter syndrome is. Don't doubt yourself. That's kind of like a joke, almost. Imposter syndrome is, basically, like, a state of, I don't know what the word would be. It's like a state, I would just call it like a state of mental health wherein you don't believe that you are who other people believe you to be, usually in quite a practical sense. So maybe, like in my case, I think I'm very bad at my job. And the evidence to the contrary of that is that, like, I do work and it helps people. And so, but despite there being tangible results to my work, I continue to think that I'm, like, not good at my job. Yeah. I'm never gonna turn my nose up to an HP up. Do I have anything else I really care about here? Not particularly. Is that a free key I can get? I don't remember what the deal is with this. It's like behind a rock, maybe? Yeah, it's behind a rock. With 3 bombs, 4 coins, I think we just keep moving. I'm gonna try and get angel deals again, just to see how it fares us. I'm gonna have a quick sip of water. And we're gonna go up. Real gamers always go up. Oh no. So for me, my imposter syndrome, it manifests in my job. It manifests in many areas of my life. It's not exclusively to do with work. You know, I make people laugh every now and then, but I don't think I'm very funny. I get, like, you know, I worry that, like, I'm not as funny as people think I am, or something like that. It feels like, that one's a bit BS, because you're only, you know, like, funniness is determined per person by, like, a thing that they bear witness to. Something can be funny to one person and unfunny to another. But for me, it's a lot to do with my job. And, like, any work I put into anything, really. Anything that I put, like, time and energy into, I'm usually relatively convinced that it was wasteful. And that it wasn't, you know, that somebody else could have done it better. Which, you know, it's tough, but, like, we live. We move. It's not the end of the world for me. I still do stuff. I don't let it, you know, inhibit me. I just let it drive me to steady madness. But, you know, every once in a while, work goes well enough that the imposter syndrome subsides a little bit, which is great, because it's, you know, this usually happens when some kind of opportunity to really, like, almost, I guess, for lack of a better term, like, really, like, save some hide, you know? Like, the kind of situation where someone's like, I really need this thing done. This is, like, kind of an emergency. Sorry, I was burping. You know how it is at this point. I really need someone to help out. Like, this is going to be really bad if it doesn't happen. And, like, the task could be easy or hard. But seeing how much it helps a person out almost, like, discredits how much skill the task required in my brain, at the very least. If, like, somebody's response to me helping them is like, oh my god, that was huge, like, you've saved my life. I mean, I didn't save anyone's life, but it's like, you've saved me a ton of stress, or, like, you know, like a potential awkward interaction. I'm like, wow, I really did it, huh? I'm like a real hero in this situation. Which, you know, feels fantastic. And it's never a permanent solution. You can't, you know, oh my god. I find that there is no permanent solution for something like imposter syndrome, because it's hard to actualize that feeling again. It's hard to manifest that sensation when it's not really happening and it's not in front of you, because it is all in your head. Like, that's what it is. It's in your head. It's not real. So when it's not, you know, when you're not actively doing stuff to help other people out and you're just kind of doing what you got to do, it's quite easy to fall right back into being like, my work doesn't really do anything. I'm not that good. Other people do better than me. I'm not very influential. And, like, that sucks. That's not really, like, a nice... Some people, I mean, I'm at a point in my life where I realize that... Okay, well... I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I guess I'll take the speed up. I'm still kind of slow. We got rotten baby from this floor. There's like keys and stuff. I might go open those chests. Yeah, I'll go open the chests. Why not? Let's actually like do something on this run rather than like idling through the halls. But it is like you because it's all in your head and it's a mindset thing, you can't really like it's hard to manifest a resolution to that because, you know, if you could do that, then you probably wouldn't have imposter syndrome in the first place. It's a result of things happening around you. I guess I'll take you. And, like, you know, things happening around you, not even meaning that, like, you know, tangibly you can tell your work has no impact, but it's just that, like, because you're not, you know, experiencing... You're never necessarily experiencing the immediate effect of any work you put into something. Because that's, you know, the results of your hard work are generally somebody else's experience. I have 11 bombs. Let's just get a key out of here. A lot of the time, for all kinds of different things, the results of your hard work will be somebody else's experience, not yours. Which means that, you know, you will often feel quite unfulfilled in things you do because you didn't do it for you. And, like, if you're not witnessing the other person experiencing the results of your actions, then, you know, you don't even necessarily know that you're not doing it for you. You don't even know that you're doing it for somebody else, right? Which is kind of whack. Maybe if, I don't know, maybe if, like, jobs gave you, like, a little, like, the option to look in on the impact that you've had on a client's life or something. Like, if in retail, you work at, like as I did, you work at, like, the clothing section of a chain superstore. And then, like, you know, however long down the line, they offer the opportunity for you to look in and see... I guess? To look in on the person, to check in on them and see, like, they're like, oh, man, I really love this jacket that you sold me. Like, I was trying to figure out what jacket I should wear, and then you were like... I was like... hey, do you have this in a lodge? And you found it for me in the back room. And, you know, I went to the bar that night to get some drinks, and I met the love of my life. And he said I caught his eye because I was wearing this beautiful sequin jacket. And I never would have met them if it weren't for that, you know, superstore clerk who sold me the jacket and found it in a lodge. Because if it had been too small, I couldn't have worn it. If it was too big, I would have looked like a clown. And I mean, my now husband said that. They were like, you know, if that jacket had been too big, I would have thought you were like a circus performer. I never would have talked to you. So you really outdid yourself this time, if I'm honest. You could have done what I did when I was working in retail. And when someone said, hey, do you have this in a lodge out back? You'd walk out back and then kind of idle there for 20 minutes and then come back and go, I have such high and low for you, man. And, like, I just couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it for you anywhere. I'm sorry. I really did my best. You saw how long I was out there for. I guess it doesn't exist in a lodge. And then they get sad and then they leave. And you know, however many years later record an Isaac run wherein you slowly convince yourself that you ruined a potential beautiful marriage. What have I done? I have to go back. I gotta fix this. That is probably the first good bit that I've done so far. We're really, like, it's happening. He's evolving. He's, like, coming up with original bits that last more than, like, 10 seconds. But so, you know, the short version of all of this is just, I experienced a lot of imposter syndrome. And, you know, I was at work, and then they were like, hey, we got an emergency. And everyone was trying to solve this problem, and I was like, hey, what if we did this? Well, are you kidding me? Sure. And everyone was like, oh, how are we going to solve this problem? I said, hey, what if we did this? And everyone was like, can you do it in time? I said, I don't know. And they were like, if you can't, we're fucked. And I said, okay, well, I'll try. And then I did it in time, and everyone was like, oh my god, you're a hero. And I was like, you're welcome. And then I said, hey, I'm very sick, and that was very stressful. Can I take some rest time after that? And they were like, yeah, that sounds good. And I said, gee whiz, what a day. And so that was sort of, those were the highlights of my day. What else happened? I did some laundry. Did I talk about my laundry machine yesterday? My washing machine? It, like, almost killed me. It didn't actually almost kill me, but I felt like it was gonna kill me. I went into my, so I was in a meeting, and my whole house was, like, rumbling and shaking. I was like, oh my god, it's an earthquake? In this economy? How is that even possible? Who's got the time and resources for an earthquake? Ooh, it's tempting. It's very tempting. I don't think we have enough hearts to play with. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good idea. I have a key. We could look at the shop with 20 coins in tow. Oh, I almost opened that. But I did, yeah, I did some laundry because my washing machine, I went into my, love this. Love this. Forget the rest of it. This is kind of nice, though. So we're out of keys again, so we keep going. I was in this meeting, I heard my house rumbling, I went to the kitchen to check on the sound, because I knew I had put a wash on, and so I could suspect that the issue was my washing machine. Actually, I kind of want some water. I should just make it a habit to drink between floors. I always sit and watch the animation anyway. I don't do anything, I just let it run. Adding precious seconds to the monologue that I have to keep going. Keep going, keep doing, keep... that's actually another topic I'll bring up in a second if I remember to, but anyway, the washing machine was going ballistic. I mean, this thing was out of control. Oh, I'll pick the Mr. Dolly up. You ever notice how it's Mr. Dolly, but it's Magdalene? Crazy. What was I saying? Oh, it was rumbling out of control. It was very scary. I like reached out to kind of turn it off, and I'll be deadly, I'm like completely serious when I say this. I reached out to turn it off, and it was rumbling so violently, I stopped my hand, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't. I was like, maybe this is a bad idea. The violent shaking of my washing machine is an indicator that I shouldn't touch it. And I mean, that I didn't necessarily, I've talked about this kind of thing, I think, with friends in the past. I'm a real sucker for, like, audio cues for things. Like, good sound design in, like, a scary game will trump anything for me. If I'm hearing, like, little creaks and footsteps and things like that, I am, like, I'm reduced to tears. It's so scary to me. In this instance, I was scared because the washing machine was, like, whirring up as if something bad were about to happen. It was, like, charging. It was, as I walked into the room, and this might be sort of a Doppler effect type situation, but it really did feel like once I was in the room as well, it continued to get louder and louder and more aggressive. But it was just going, like... I was like, oh my god, it's about to blow? Somebody save me. Smartfly. Smartfly's kind of sick if I remember right. At 22.5 damage, and it ticks like a lot. Look, you can scream at your monitor and be like, no, you're making a mistake, don't do it. But it's done now, and I'm convinced that this was the right choice. We'll see. I'll say this now. My long-term goal here is to try and get it to Mega Satan. We have no key pieces at the moment, because we have managed to not hit a single one of our angel deals despite not losing the percentage chance. Okay, here we go. We'll check you. That's pretty nice. And we actually have 2 angels in here, so we can just get Mega Satan key now. So, I mean, this is all worked out for the best, if you ask me. Hold on a second while I evade this guy. Cool, that's 1 piece. And then we get the second piece. Oh, this guy's the red one, huh? I'm not a huge fan of this, but... Also, Smartfly's just going off, apparently. So we're like in really good shape here. This is kind of a good run for this. Look at that. We're right on track now. I don't think we can open you. No? Alright, well, I'll leave then. +1 health up and a trinket? Sure. Why not? Yeah. Don't really care. I sleep. Let's see if there's anything else laying around. Because we're in such good shape now, I feel like we can afford to, like, do some experimenting. Who fixes washing machines? Is there, like, a washing machine profession? Like a white goods fixing profession that I'm not aware of? Is it an electrician's job? Is it a plumber's job? This is my new question. Because, I mean, like... It's an electric appliance. It's a white good, like, kitchen appliance, right? But it uses water. Last I checked, water was a plumber's deal. Electric was an electrician's deal. So, I mean... You know what I mean? Asking the real questions. Like, the problem with the washing machine, I think... So, I mean, to finish the actual story... we have one of those little switches on the wall that kind of like is the power to the white good. So I just switched off the mains power for the white good and everything was fine. It like turned off and then I started it up again, but on a lower spin setting, just like same setting overall for like the wash, but I was just like, hey, don't spin so fast. And what I noticed when it was done was... I maxed out on health, huh? We have no keys with which to enter the shop, so we leave. It's been fun. It's been real. Oh, there was a trinket in here. Oh, yeah, I didn't care about the trinket. All right, let's go. What would you call it? The chamber? The chamber of the washing machine, where the clothes go, had, like, come loose or something. It was like, I mean, I hadn't been checking it before to see if this was always the case. So I couldn't really be sure. I don't often grab the inside of my washing machine and shake it. But I did, on this occasion, grab the inside of my washing machine and, like, shake it to see if it was loose. And it felt very loose. You know, it shook a lot. And it felt to me like, on whatever spin setting it was on... It was a high enough speed and a loose enough chamber that the chamber just started like rattling around in there. And I think a detail that I missed when I was talking about this is kind of important. My washing machine sits under my kitchen counter, like underneath it, way back there. This is kind of nice. Where it can't, you know, get into any trouble. It had, by the time I got to it, rumbled and rattled its way forwards out from under the counter, like into the kitchen. And I had to push it back a bit, but it was so heavy, I kind of pushed it back a little bit and then gave up and left it there. I was like, you know what, I always kind of like the idea of having a table here. But it's just like, it really got some distance, man. And that was just by like shaking. I don't know if you've played... Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PlayStation 2. But, like, it was the washing machine from that. It was just going for it, man. I didn't really make that association at the time. I only just made it now. And, like, it's very fitting. It's very apt example of what my washing machine was doing. It was going absolutely ballistic and, like, just moving around. It was trying to escape. Don't worry, I caught it and I sedated it from the mains power supply. But I don't know. Like I turned the setting down. I finished the wash. I've put another wash on now. By the sounds of the audio for this video, you can't hear like. It doesn't sound like the Ukraine-Russia situation has made its way to my apartment. Maybe that's not a fun joke. I don't know. I feel bad about it now. Shit is out of hand over there, and I maybe should not be making light of it. I resent that joke. I made it in the moment because it's topical, and I'm trying to exercise the parts of my brain that are able to make topical jokes, okay? This is an exercise that I'm trying to provide myself to build up a skill set that is long lost. And it misfired, which is going to happen sometimes. And I apologize for that. I take it back. I hope you'll accept my apology. I don't stand by my own actions. It was in bad taste. It was in very poor taste. But what I will say is that motherfucker was loud. the washing machine was very loud. And it's not now. So I think it's fine. You would definitely be hearing it if there were more problems. So I think it's problem solved, and you know, this is now my third batch of washing since the situation unfolded. And I actually think by now it's probably done. Ooh. Every time I ask left or right, everyone says left, so I guess I'll go left. This was a bad idea. Last time I listened to what everyone else has to say. I'm always a right chooser. What about you? I always choose right in that kind of situation. But anytime I ask, everyone always chooses left, which is maybe part of why I ask, because I know that I'm gonna pick right. I don't know why. I guess because I'm right-handed and I'm not very creative. I think we're good. 24 minutes? That's like record time for us as of late. We're usually here in about 45 minutes. The dry baby coming in clutch. Taking one hit at the start of the floor, at the start of the room with Smartfly kind of cracked. Maybe not against Mom so much, because she is moving around quite a bit. But like for other bosses that don't do this quite so much, like for Mega Satan, I imagine it's going to be kind of sick. Whoopsie. No keys. Lots of hearts. But we would have to fight Satan. I'm gonna go Polaroid, because that way we don't have to fight Satan and like any of the stuff in Shoal. In a perfect world, men like me would not exist. Another excellent reference. Unfortunately, this is not a perfect world and anything could happen. I'd actually say it's far from a perfect world, because if this were a perfect world, we would be at a 28 streak right now. Sometimes you gotta take L's. I'm feeling pretty fine about it. I thought it would make me a lot angrier. Oh, not angrier, but like more upset. But I'm holding it together fairly well, if I'm honest with you. Let's do this. And this. Like, who's gonna say no to a free bomb? I do crave keys. Let's do this. There we go. Had to puzzle that one out quickly. A little brain power into that. How does brain power go? No, it's not coming to me. I know the meme, but I don't know the song that well. Please don't lose all your blue hearts now at this like crucial moment in the run, because we could get a second angel deal. Don't forget, you're still just rocking the one angel deal at this point. You got all the key pieces, but you're far from the hero your father was. Let me leave. Ow. Okay, this is upsetting. Fuck. I don't think we're gonna get out of this with any keys, which is a shame, but also, like, fine. My confidence about going into Mega Satan is, like, decreasing. This is a nice, easy boss to deal with. We do have the Devil card, which, you know, isn't, like, a super life-changing card, but it's gonna help for sure when we get to that late stage. I'm gonna roll you for sure. Nice. A little HP, never hurt anyone. And we go down. We have one more opportunity here for an angel deal. And we have quite a high opportunity, actually. 71% at the start of the floor. If we don't fuck around, we should be fine. I know I said earlier this run that winners go up, but, like, I'm going down. Wait a minute. Wait, that's a good line. It's a good suffix to the line, because I already say winners go up, but it's winners go up because only losers go down. That's kind of badass, man. That sounds like the tagline for like an early 2000s movie about like rock climbing. You know? It would be it would be like a movie about rock climbing. It would be like rock climbing teens. It's like a specialized rock climbing high school and all the teens are really good at it. And what would the movie be called? It'd be called like like Heart of Stone or something. No, I don't know if it would be. I can't think of a good name, but it would be early 2000s because that's the only era of movie that had taglines like winners go up because only losers go down. Or like maybe it's a ladder climbing movie. Oh. Please don't lose all your HP. Gonna save the key for the chest. Oh, actually, can we get keys from any of the stuff in the arcade? This is a good question. We do have this rainbow poop here in case we need it. I'm feeling a little more relaxed all of a sudden. Some keys from these would be really nice. That's money. That's also money. Okay. Can you give me keys? You can give me keys. Hello. Still rocking 61% for the angel deal. If we find the room quickly... Well, I mean, you don't need me to tell you. We do have to be quick, though, because I don't know how many more rooms I can go without doing something stupid. I might do something I regret. Smirks at camera. I was going to talk about something earlier, and I've totally forgotten what it was, which is a shame, because I think it was pretty good. I might have to, like, go back in the recording, check afterwards, and then talk about it, like, tomorrow. Because it's I remember it being something that I think about a lot, but evidently not right now. I did just take damage in the boss room, which is like the antithesis of what you want to do when you're trying to get an angel deal. We don't have a lot of range, but I don't think that's a problem for us right now. Oh? Everything's fine? Oh, I wanted to hit the angel deal. Come on, man. Let's quickly run back and hit the rainbow poop. And we do have to get through the cathedral, which is easier. Hello. It's easier said than done, but it is doable. I think the cathedral is pretty tough. I think a lot of people think it's not so bad. They definitely think it's not as bad as Shoal. I might agree, but not by much, man. Like, not by much at all. I think Shoal is not that insane. Satan is definitely harder than Isaac. Like, that's no doubt. Winners go up because only losers go down. Rock Game? Maybe it's just called Rock Game? It's like Squid Game, but with rocks. Let's blow this. Nope. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. If they had spawned on, like, different, you know, heights... Oh, no thank you. Nice try, fool. That would have been really upsetting. A little bit BS, if you ask me. But it didn't happen, so it's not worth thinking about. Oh, what was it? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy now. What was I talking about? I was talking about the washing machine. And no, it's left my head. It's gone. What else do I have to talk about? We've talked about imposter syndrome. We talked about the washing machine. Fuck. The annoying part of this is that I had more stuff to talk about. This isn't even like, oh, I've run out of things to talk about. I've just forgotten what they were. Like, I had more. I was gonna see if I could connect this to anything, find like a good opportunity to like just work it in as its own meme. But since I've like run out of stuff to say and it's on my mind, I'll just like drop it in there. But before I started recording, I watched a YouTube video that I found very funny. That was an American news broadcast. I don't know what it was about. There was no context in the video that I saw. but it was an American news broadcast wherein this old guy who was being interviewed says, it's just like that old MF Doom line. Rap, can I do like a voice? It's just like that old MF Doom line. Rap snitches telling all their business, sit in the court being their own star witness. It's very funny. I didn't do it a lot of justice. I'm like not a middle-aged old, well, not middle-aged, but I'm not like an older white guy. I'm just a regular white guy. So when I say it, when I'm like rap snitches telling all their business, you're like, damn, this guy's kind of cool. This guy's kind of with it. He knows MF Doom. When that guy did it, you're more like, holy shit, this is the coolest old dude I've ever met. Listen to him go off about MF Doom. That's badass. One of the comments that I found very funny was that he quotes MF Doom the same way that like someone else would quote a great philosopher or something like that, which is true. That is exactly what it sounded like. I didn't really capture it very well because I'm not a very good actor. That's just better. But man, there is like a reverence in his voice when he says it. He's like, it's so true. When MF Doom said, rap snitches telling all their business, sit in the court, they be their own star witness, I felt that. That was so true. I'm just gonna have to go. We're just gonna have to accept that we're down a heart here. And then we'll just kind of, I don't usually dip between two angles in the Isaac fight, but maybe that's like a new strat I could employ. I usually just stay to the side, but maybe I could do a little bit of this action. Developing some new strats for the boss fight. Oh, what the hell? Look at that, he's already at half. Our damage feels not too bad. I would like it if it was more. Maybe we want to see if we can get a couple of, like, really sick items. Oh. A couple of really sick items from the chest before we go into Mega Satan. Just to see if we can really, like, tie this run together with something. But at the same time, we run the risk of just, like, inting the run by losing too much health. Which, in my previous experience, has already happened. So maybe our best case is to just try and get some more cool items. But, you know, we'll see what we draw right out of the gate. We only have 2 keys, which kind of sucks. I think you can get more in the chest, so maybe we do want to do some more rooms. Let's open you. That's good. We need some more keys. We also, yeah, we can try and re-roll as well. So let's just take a minute here. Let's just take a little time out and go and do some R&D, I guess. See what new tech we can come out with. That's pretty nice. I wonder what could be in that. Okay, well, this is not what I wanted. I think we're just going to end up playing a lot of the chest here, if I'm honest, because this guy is going to drop an item that means nothing to us. We're going to roll it. Get the R key! Okay. Okay, well. This is... I've never seen the R key before doing this series, and I've seen it twice in the first month. I mean, I'm going to take it, I'll be honest with you. Like... Don't get any wrong ideas. Like, I'm taking it. Why? How could I not? I'm not prepared to do a long episode, but we're gonna. I do want / need to... No, you know what? I was gonna say I want to re-roll Continuum first, but like, I have no good reason to. We can open these. Don't really care. I'll take it. Spectral Tears, I mean, I may as well. I've got no reason not to. Hey, we've got like Hush Tears now. Alright, well, see ya. We're back in it, let's go. I know you're excited. You're like, man, this run was so fun and exciting, I didn't want it to end. Well, guess what, it's not. We gotta start thinking of new stuff to say. This is tricky, I was not prepared for this. This is good. This is very exciting. Let's think of some cool stuff. Oh, so actually, I picked up some accessories for my Switch today. I mean, I bought them the other day, but they arrived today. I finally got a Pro controller, which everyone has been telling me to get. It's like a must-have. I haven't had the chance to play with it yet. I guess I'll take. But, like, it feels in my hands, you know, fine. It feels pretty good. It's gonna have to be a lot better than the Joy-Cons. Which, maybe when I say that, I don't necessarily mean the same thing that other folks mean when they say it. Like, because I quite like being able to just have the Joy-Cons in each of my hands, like, separated out. And just, like, having them down at my sides or something like that. It's quite easy for me. It's, like, easy-going gaming. Which I think is maybe part of the design, so good job, Nintendo. But, like, the quality of the controls is kind of trash. I mean, I guess we just take. Not like I can re-roll it. But the, you know, it's lacking something in the controls area, like the joysticks and the D-pad and all that biz. It just doesn't feel very good. Maybe like the bumpers and the triggers as well. Not a fan of them. So I'm hoping that I haven't had a chance to play with it yet because it arrived while I was working. But I'm hoping that this is going to mark a significant improvement for me in the Mario speedrunning department. I'm not going to be setting any like sub 20 times or anything. I sincerely doubt it. My route that I run is a bit too terrible. I mean, yeah. And this. This is just all stuff we can take. Like the route that I run is just bad. So I'm not really going to get any, like, super impressive times locked in. But I can stop, you know, I can stop butt pounding instead of long jumping all the time. Because I'm sure that's, like, a real nightmare to watch. I'm going to drink some water. It's been a minute. What I do want to know is, and this is a completely unrelated thought. Oh, actually, I'll finish with the Switch stuff first, and then I'll move on to this. But the other thing I got that I'm very excited about is, hello, 2/3 of spun, is like an Ethernet to USB adapter, which I'll be honest, I just had never considered. Like, as soon as I needed one, you know, like I tried to play online on the Switch recently on stream, and it didn't really work out. And as soon as that happened, I thought, gee, I wonder if there's like Ethernet to USB. And there was, and I was like, wow, there you go. They do it all, huh? They do everything to USB, man. They do XLR to USB. They do USB-C to USB. You wouldn't believe it, but they do. Sure. I'll just take it, man. Why not? Like, if we just do this, and then that's kind of sick. It's actually like Hush. We have become Hush. But yeah, they do USB adapters for everything. It's kind of sick. You would think that, like, USB would be superseded by something, but it's not really, huh? Like I don't think it should be superseded by something. It would make sense to me that we'd have, like, a standard. I guess, maybe I'm talking out of my butt. Maybe it would make sense because we would develop, you know, more efficient technology. But, you know, it also stands to reason to me that we'd have some kind of standard that we can just keep reusing, which we do. It's the USB. I don't know. I don't really know what I just said. It was like an out-of-body experience. I guess I take. I'm back in the room now, though. What was he saying? What was he talking about? I wanted to talk about TikTok, is what I wanted to talk about. I finally posted a TikTok. I've posted 2 now. It's been 2 days. The first one blew up, man. I went to bed. I posted it, and then I went to bed. And I was like, you know, as with many things that I'm doing at the moment, I had to kind of reserve my emotions a little bit and be like, listen, it's gonna do badly. It's not going to get very many likes. It's not going to get very many views. And you're just going to have to accept that because you have just posted the first one. It's going to be a while before it pays any dividends. Just chill. And then I went to bed. And then I woke up the next day, and I had this sort of... I've been having a lot of these, like, waking dreams lately where, like, I'm not quite asleep, but I'm still dreaming. And so I can't tell if what I'm experiencing is real or a dream. And it's just for, like, a few minutes. I'm like, wait, is this actually happening, or is this me dreaming? But I had one the other day. It was after I posted the first TikTok, where I woke up and I was checking the likes on the video, and it had gotten like 7 likes or something. And I was like, whoa, what the hell, 7? That's a huge number. Good job, me. And then I kind of came to, and I was like, oh, that's probably a dream. It was a dream, just as a heads up. But I then reached over to check my phone for real, and it turned out that it had gotten like 25 likes. And I was like, wait, 25 is way bigger than 7. Is this the dream? And then I checked again, and I was like, no, it's 25. And then it went up even more throughout the day. Within 24 hours, it had like 40 likes. And I was, for lack of a better term, absolutely pogging. I was like, this is amazing. It's the best thing that's happened so far. Is this TikTok just did better than I expected? Let's check this. Holy water's huge. I'm gonna bomb this guy just in case. I'm like not fully convinced that the Mega Satan door will be open. We have so many blue hearts lying around that we just can't really... Well, now we can use them. Ha 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 ha. And then I guess we just take this and leave. It's not as cracked as the Eden run, but it's still pretty cracked, man. It's still pretty cracked. What am I looking for here? Not a lot. I am honestly just like doing the mains. I'm like at this point... Yeah, I'm doing the main stuff, and I'm just bombing it back to the chest. I'm really just here to secure Mega Satan. And that's like it. In fact, are you able to... I'm gonna check this in a minute before I do anything drastic. But I am going to find out if I can do the lamb and then also do Mega Satan in the same run. Because that would be kind of huge, because we have not done the lamb on regular Isaac. And, you know, as with our other Archie runs, being able to do both would be massive. If by some miracle, on top of that, we also managed to hit Delirium, I'd be I'd be losing my mind. 2 Archie runs in which we managed to just square Delirium off this early on into the series. That'd be crazy. But, you know, I don't want to think about it too much right now because it might not happen. But so, talking about the TikTok thing, the reason I bring it up is I want to know how the algorithm works. Because I don't understand why, you know, I posted one TikTok and it kind of popped off. Not to, like, a viral degree, but, like, it popped off far more than I anticipated. And then, you know, I posted a second one and it didn't do nearly as well. Not that I'm complaining, I'm very grateful that the first one popped off at all. It's like a hell of a start, it's way more you could ever hope for. But I want to know what's going on so that I can try and, like, you know, work with the algorithm. You know what I mean? I can leverage it, so to speak. I do get, like, a little piece of me gets a kick out of using certain words like leverage or network and stuff like that. I do think they're very stupid, and, like, when I was doing a lot more, like, serious businessy work in my life, I like, you know, found it very easy to mock that kind of culture. But now that I'm, like, a little more distant from it, I'm, like, a little more on the outside, I'm doing less business work, more, like, you know, tech work. I'm, like, a bit less involved. There's, like, a management team that handles that for me. Like, it's a little funnier, again. I've had a bit of an emotional reset when it comes to that kind of lingo. I do still find it quite funny to joke about, like, recruitment, though. Because recruiters really do just be the way that everyone says they are on like, LinkedIn. They're like, I've got a once-in-a-lifetime... Ooh... Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, why not? This is kind of sicko mode. We go up here. On the it's spectral as well. That's kind of huge. Anyway, I was saying, it's funny how they all talk like that. Like, I have a once in a lifetime opportunity. I was gonna try and do a voice, but I feel like that's not very fair because like I'm like, I don't know. I'm maybe typecasting recruiters a little too heavily. I don't know. Oh, our item now does virtually nothing. I've just realized, our spacebar item. Let's take... In fact, let's quickly look. I'm gonna... In fact, this is a good idea. I'm gonna pause while I do this. I'll be right back. Okay, the consensus is yes. So we're gonna do it. I am always... Ooh! I'm always, like, dubious to believe what people on a forum have to say about it. About anything, really. I just don't trust internet people. But, you know, I want to this time, so I'm going to. It benefits me for them to be right, so I'm gonna choose to believe them. But, I mean, the state we're in right now, this is easy Mega Satan and Satan territory, you know? I don't really see how we fail to do them both. What kind of mad way do I have to take to get over there, huh? But yeah, let me finish my recruit a bit. I'm so worried. I don't know why of all people it's recruiters I'm worried about upsetting. They're like doing totally fine. But it's just the way that they'll be like, I've got a once in a lifetime opportunity for you. I'm working with this company who is looking to hire a development lead. And I see here it says on your CV that you've worked in Microsoft Excel for 2 years. I think you'd be perfect for the role. I know they're looking for something a little more senior, but, you know, I think there's potential for a little bit of leeway here, and I think you could learn to grow into the role really nicely. And I'm like, listen, man, they're just looking for someone who isn't me. And I know that you're, like, out here trying to get stuff, you know, trying to find someone to take the job, and it benefits you to do so. But, like, it doesn't benefit you to pick me, man. If you get me hired for a job like this, they're gonna very quickly learn that I'm not cut out for it, and they'll learn just as quickly that you're fucking emailing anybody. You are just pulling literally anyone in. Maybe they already know you are and they don't care, but like, I mean, they might care that you're like just picking guys off the street to do the job they're hiring for. I don't know, that's my opinion. I'm not the guy. Let's do this. And then we take this back. And let's just do this for fun. Let's just do it because we can. And then we do this. Huge. Huge, 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 huge. And then we go down and we lose the blue heart anyway. That's all. That's been the bulk of my experience with recruiters, is them hiring me for jobs that I'm like horribly underqualified for. And I generally just ignore them. I don't know. Maybe they get upset. I don't think I've ever been double messaged by a recruiter, so, you know, maybe they don't give a shit. They've got like plenty of prospects to pursue, but I do like the idea that they're sitting there reading their own message to me over and over, being like, why hasn't he replied yet? Maybe I should message him again? No, I shouldn't. It'll be embarrassing. He's probably just busy. They love sending job offers to people who are not looking for work, too. I get a lot of messages saying, like, hey, I see that you're looking for new prospects, and I say, no. No, I'm actually not. 6 keys, why not? I leave. We're in the final hours here, fellas. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go down this way. Um, that's a lot of the shtick that I have for today, I think. That's like all the fun stuff I had. I was thinking of getting back into reading. I haven't read a book in a hot minute. I was thinking of... we have full hearts already, so I don't need to worry about grabbing any eternal hearts, so I'll just go down. I was thinking about jumping back in with, like, 1984. Because I think 1984, there's a lot of stuff that is very prevalent at the moment that comes from that book. And I think it would be quite nice to get that context on lock. Like, I think Thought Police is a 1984 thing, right? Thought Police is a 1984 thing. There's I forget what it's called, but there's like a language thing. There's like a catch-all language that's used in there that's meant to be like... Is it meant to be like a completely politically safe, politically correct, like, all, you know, blanket language that everyone uses? I don't really remember. I've never read the book. That was pretty well timed considering I was still mid-monologue. Excusey. This is kind of sick, man. Oh, okay, that's fine. I dodged it. I got a little nervous for a second. Let's go up. Or in, I guess. I'm not gonna worry about healing the one heart, because, like, I might just lose it to a deal here anyway. Dark Bum, don't really care. The Pact I could take for sure. False PhD, I don't really care. Ghost Baby I could take for sure. Because I think I will get conjoined. Yes. The Pact, I like. The rest of this, I don't really care. So now we're going to go and look for the Lamb. Ooh! I like this for sure, for sure. This is a little so-so, if I'm honest. It's okay, it was Dry Baby getting hit, not me. Ooh. I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling very relaxed. I like maybe a little too relaxed because, like, you know, I've run out of juice now. But I think that we're at that magical stage where the game. I think the gameplay can now speak for itself. Maybe this was a bad idea to take, but oh well. Oh no, I think it was okay. I mean, this feels like it's gonna be really nice for Mega Satan. I'll be honest with you. I would never lie to you. I feel like this is gonna be good. How the fuck? What is this back alley route it's having me take? The Tesla satnav is recalculating. Unfortunately, there were not enough innocent pedestrians on this route. Recalculating. We got to go a different way. Yeah, sure. More electricity, please. That's fine. You got anything fun coming up? I'll tell you what, if you're watching this and you don't already know, I believe this Friday, so this video is going to go up, Thursday night? So, if you're watching this on Thursday night, or if you're watching it on Friday night, it's important for you to know that Friday night, the 28th, at, I think it's like midnight, 12:30 GMT, which would be like... Hold on, I gotta do it, hold on. 12 a.m. GMT to Eastern Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be partaking in the Initiative and Intrigue Dungeons and Dragons Twitch live stream show on the Alex Bomb channel. That's twitch.tv/AELXBOMB. Don't get it confused. AELXBOMB. I know what I said. That's the correct spelling. Don't spell Alex the way you think you should. Spell it the way I just told you. And now we go and we look for Mega Satan. And it's a D&D live show. It's an actual play live show where we all sit around with our webcams on and we play Dungeons and Dragons. And it's a real hoot and a holler. I feel pretty good about this, if I'm honest. So that's on Friday, 7 p.m. EST, Friday the 28th, in case I didn't make it explicitly clear. I play a halfling fighter by the name of Brooke Pennyworth? Brooke Pennyworth? His name's Brooke, is really all that actually matters at this point in time. He is a timid young man who, you know, dreams of adventure, but, like, you know, in a safe and contained manner. I mean, this feels pretty one, if I'm 100% serious with you. And much like myself, he would never tell you a lie. Brooke is an honest young man who lives to serve the people. Ow. It's gonna be less one if I'm doing stuff like that. And yeah, you should totally come and watch it. There are some really cool people there. It's basically myself and a bunch of TikTok influencers. They're all like actual D&D TikTok influencers with like lots of followers and such. I'm kind of just there. It's an exciting prospect for me. It feels like a very special week of I&I. Because this will be like the first week in which I get to say like, hey, I'm Jack, I do this, this, and this. You know, like, oh, I make Binding of Isaac videos on YouTube, and I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/hoopsley. As opposed to being like, hi, I'm Jack, I'm gonna be doing something at some point, but I don't right now. It's exciting. It feels good to me right now. What doesn't feel so hot is I made a link tree to, like, link all of my stuff together, and I can't actually put it anywhere. Like, I don't have anywhere to put it, I should say. I was gonna put it on my TikTok, but I can't do it because I'm not, like, a business account with 1,000 followers or something. I'm just a guy. So they don't want my links in my bio. But, you know, I'm determined to get it there, so if you could go to tiktok.com/hoopsley, that's hoopsley with an underscore after it, then I would be very appreciative. Plug. We have unlocked the Lost Poster, we've unlocked Golden God, we've unlocked the Gate, we've unlocked Crybaby, we've unlocked the Destroyer, we've unlocked a challenge. We didn't get to do Delirium that run, but we did square off Mega Satan and Satan from Isaac. And we unlocked Apollyon, who is a character that I absolutely love. So, I mean, that's pretty sick. We did it in an hour, too. We did it like 20 minutes faster than the last one. That's badass. Anyway. Thank you, Mary. Oh, wait. Hold on. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've made it this far into the video, I appreciate it very, very much. It was a long one, too, so thank you for sticking around. I avoid doing the whole like and subscribe spiel, but if you are here and you haven't liked and you haven't subscribed, then please do. And I'll be back with another Isaac run tomorrow at the same time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.